Good morning, Aurora boys and girls. This is Miss Bilbao, your principal, and I just wanted to welcome you to our morning assembly with me and Miss Kinman. And today, the morning assembly is really going to be focused on the work you're going to continue with the remote and the new schedule and all of that. But first, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Kinman for our Mindful Monday practices. Thank you, Miss Kinman.
All right, so happy Mindful Monday, everybody. So today we're going to practice mindfulness with a little bit of meditation. And so meditation is when we pause and we just sit in our bodies and we're calm and we're thinking about really nothing. And the point of meditation is to clear our minds and to practice being still. And so sometimes meditation gets hard because, like we'll see in our video, we feel like we've got a monkey dancing around in our head. And so we're going to learn how we can calm our monkey and hopefully practice some meditation together.
It's quite normal when we start to meditate for the mind to jump around all over the place. We might find it tends to chase after all the little things, to be constantly moving about, from the present to the past to the future, in fact to rarely be still at all. Fortunately, the mind can be tamed, not by forcing it to stop or trying to make it sit still. We don't want to trap it. That would just stir it up and create even more movement. But by training the mind, having an awareness of when our attention has wandered off, and gently bringing it back with a kind and friendly hand. In this way, the mind slowly becomes a little less restless. It also becomes more comfortable with this idea of sitting still. In fact, it might even come to enjoy it. This analogy for the mind has been around for thousands of years. Thankfully, so is the knowledge that, with time and practice, we can learn to train this monkey.
All right, so you guys saw with time and practice, we can learn to train the monkey that sometimes lives in our mind. So let's all take a deep breath together and get into a calm space, and we'll continue with our Monday assembly. So let's put our hands on our tummy. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Here we go. Good job, everybody. And then we'll have announcements with Miss Bilbao.
All right, so here are some announcements. We're going to have a change. We have our book club will be changing for time starting on Friday to 3 o'clock because you will be in class until 3 o'clock, and then you can jump right on into book club with Miss Kinman, Miss Velasco, and all our other wonderful teachers who will be working with you. So again, 3 o'clock on Fridays. Our attendance challenge continues through April 29th, the 150th day of school. If you have 25 days, these past 25 days in a row in attendance, you're going to be invited to a movie the next Friday, which I'm excited to be sharing with you. So those are some things that are happening here, and of course our big changes in our schedule, which we'll going to talk about in a couple of minutes. Go ahead, Ms. Kinman. All right. This is our remote schedule. So first of all, you've already had your time with your teacher today. You have work to do after you finish up with our assembly. And then on Tuesday, you are going to be switching to afternoon for your work. The morning is going to be for asynchronous time, your independent work, your perhaps homework your teachers have given you, but really focusing on the work that you do. Then at 12 o'clock, you need to go right on into your classroom with your teacher, your same teacher. Nobody has to change teachers, which I'm really excited about. You're all going to be with your own teacher. So from 12 to 3 o'clock, you're going to have time with your teacher. You also are going to have a recess at that time, in that time period, maybe two 10-minute recesses or one 20-minute recess, but you'll have a chance for a break. So Tuesday through Friday, you're going to be on your new schedule of 12 in the afternoon to 3 in the afternoon for your work. Very simple for you to remember, 12 to 3, your same wonderful teacher. So then we're also going to talk about some issues we're going to talk about grab and go. Some of you have had an opportunity, have been picking up grab and go at either LA Academy, Julia Nava Academy with your families, perhaps picking up your breakfast, your lunch, and a supper. Well, now we're going to have a change where you're going to come in front of the school from 9 to 10 o'clock to pick up a grab and go bag of food for your family. So make sure you let mom, dad, grandma know, whoever is your caregiver know that you come back to school between 9 and 10 and you'll pick up your grab and go. And it'll be right in front of the school. You'll see the table with Mr. Knight and his staff, our cafeteria manager. And you might even already know Mr. Knight, so that's kind of nice to see someone you already know. So that's something to always remember, 9 to 10, Monday through Friday for your grab and go. And then we're going to talk about safe practices. These are safe practices for everybody. Please remember when you're outside, say you're even going for a walk, you're going to the store, you always want to wear a mask and you want to cover your nose all the way to your chin. It's just really good practice. And you might even sometimes have to remind mom, hey mom, don't forget, keep your mask on. Also, this is true whether you're at school or outside. You want to stay at least 6 feet apart. If you've got a tall mom or dad, that's 6 feet. So just think about if they were laying on the ground, how far that is. But that's 6 feet apart. And the other thing is you have to wash your hands frequently. It's so important to get rid of those germs, whether they're coronavirus germs, cold germs, flu germs. Wash your hands frequently and also use hand sanitizer. So those are just some safe practices, whether you're at school, at the school building, or if you're doing remote. When you're out and about or at home, make sure you're following these practices with your family. And now I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Kinman, and we're continue with talking about Leader in Me, habit number 7, sharpen the saw. So go ahead, Ms. Kinman.
Thanks, Miss Bilbao. So Miss Bilbao already remembered our awesome hand motion. So remember, we're doing habit 7, sharpen the saw. And so for the last 2 weeks, we've been focusing on habit 7. And this week, or actually last 2 weeks, we focused first on the body, keeping our body sharp. And then we focused last week on our mind, keeping our mind sharp. And then this week, we're going to talk about our hearts and keeping our heart sharp. And so this is important. Again, we want to keep all of our saws sharp because when we come up against problems or we have to deal with hard things, it's good to have all parts of ourselves in good shape because then we can handle those problems or we can handle those hard things. And so to keep our heart sharp, we're going to focus this week on, you see here, laughing, and we're going to focus on relationships. So for sharpening the saw, we have a couple jokes for you. So I'm going to say them to Miss Bilbao, and maybe you guys can use them later with your friends or your caregivers at home or somebody you see. So the first one, Miss Bilbao, what do librarians use for bait when they go fishing?
Oh, I'm so not good with jokes. Let's see. What do librarians use for bait when they go fishing? I don't know. Again, I'm not good with jokes.
They use a bookworm. And now,
silly me. Okay, I like that. That's funny.
We got one more.
All right.
How about Miss Bilbao? What do you get when you throw a lot of books in the ocean? You get?
Miss Bilbao, this is how you get Miss Bilbao. Tell me jokes and I will not know.
You get a tidal wave.
Oh my goodness, so
Get
funny,
it?
Miss Kinman.
Yep.
Thank you for making me laugh.
You got it. And the next thing for habit number 7 is to sharpen the saw. We're going to talk about relationships. So another thing that makes our heart feel good is our friendships or our relationships with our families. And so this week, we have a lot of students coming back to school, but you might see your friends or your cousins in other places. And so these are 6 feet greetings that we can use when we're out and about or we're visiting people, but we want to maintain that social distance. So you can show a thumbs up, you can show an air hug, you can do a shoe tap, or a bow, or a nod, just a head nod. You can wave, you can do a dab, or you can curtsy if you feel like it. So those are just some things we can do to keep those relationships going, even if we can't be within 6 feet of each other. And then lastly, we have our birthdays for the week. So for ETK to first grade, we have Oscar J and Adrian L. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, guys.
And then we actually didn't have any second or third grade birthdays this week. And so for fourth and fifth grade, we have Anthony D, Angel B, and Emily S. Happy birthday.
Hey.
And we have our song for you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yeah!
Happy birthday. Have so much fun celebrating.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great week, and we will see you around. We will hope to see you at the book club on Friday, and make sure you're logging in every day. And I will be popping in to say hi. I'll be doing that a lot more as we starting this week. So you make Aurora shine because you're awesome. So have a great week, and thank you for joining us for our new Monday morning assembly. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.